We just assembled the turbo into this engine, and now it's time to assemble the Wastegate. Finally, I opened my Wastegate box and I found lots of little pieces. Like, what the hell this was? And why do I have two of those? And I have two gaskets, but why not four? In this video, we are going to assemble the Wastegate. There is a couple of screws that are missing, so I'm going to run to probably O'Reilly's, or I don't know, I might order on Amazon and ask them to deliver. So I need something like this, Allen on top, right? Because as you see here, there's no space to use wrench, so but it needs to be longer than this. So first thing, let's see how it works. So we have the Wastegate. There are some springs in here which have a compression, and this is going to determine that we're going to have 10 psi of boost, 20 psi of boost, or whatever it is, right? If you have a boost controller, then it can compensate. So basically, the bottom part is where the valve sits, and this is called valve seat or something like that. So this goes on the top, on the bottom of the valve, and you see it moves, right? So if you have a more psi, this will be harder, but this actually sits in here. We are going to put one of those. This is the exhaust side. We are going to put this guy's here, push it, and we're actually not going to push, we're going to put screws in here, and then I guess you can see the engine in here, right? And it goes straight in there. That's all we need. So this is one thing. This is the exhaust side. So the bottom part is the one that goes to the exhaust. So this is going to open and close, push this spring or not. And this other side here is every time that we reach, for example, let's say this is 10 psi. Every time we reach 10 psi, this side here is going to have the air escaping. So let's say that we are boosting, we are full throttle, and we have 9, 10 psi. When you have 11 psi, this spring is going to open, the air is going to escape to here. So usually what we do is the air that comes from here goes again to the intake, so you reuse that air, right? Of course, the intake here would be this side, which we don't have the pipes and the intercooler and all that stuff, but it would connect back in here, so it would go back to the turbo, so you reuse that thing. Apparently this helps with the lag or something. I'm not sure about that yet, but we are going to first leave it open, so when the air escapes, it escapes, right? And let's see how it goes. This is connected to the exhaust, so there's not much problem in there. In here you have two ports, the bottom port, right, and the top port. So in the turbo we have this little part in here, you can see right in here, which has tape. I'm gonna take the tape out of here. In this part we are going to connect a vacuum hose, right? And this vacuum hose will be connected in here. And this is how. So we have those parts here. We have two, I think I don't know what this is made out of, but you have this screw here, right? There's a hole in the middle and a hole on the sides, and you have this guy here. So you put your screw right in there, and then we are going to screw right in here. But before, we need to put one of those washers, filter washers. I don't know which kind of washers are those, but you're going to put one on the top, one on the bottom, and then just put this guy right there. Okay, this is a 10 millimeter, so you don't need to tighten the crap out of it. Just I guess when it's tight, just tighten a little more, and okay, and then you have your holes in here. The top one is usually, as I saw on the schemas, it is connected to the electronic boost controller, which means it connects the vacuum hose comes from the turbo, connects in here, and then goes to the boost controller, and then in here, right? Why? Because it keeps pushing the spring down. So if this thing here tries to go up, there's another force with the same amount trying to push this down, and you can control this to 20 psi, 30 psi, whatever it is, and this is going to work and put enough air in here to compensate for the springs. So a spring that can do 10 psi might work with the with 20 psi if you have the boost controller, the electronic boost controller. Has a solenoid and let the air pass, and would let just enough air to pass. In here we put the Wastegate right there, where is the place that is supposed to be. So if I point this up, means that I need to have a pipe that goes up and goes somewhere. I'm not sure how pretty would that be. Or I can have a pipe that goes down, but I also have another pipe here, so I might be a little bit restricted on what I'm going to do. I'm going to start this way. I mean, this is pretty simple to change later. And I'm going to get my vacuum hose and decide if it's going to the bottom or to the top. So I got the vacuum hose, and I realized that I put the Wastegate the wrong way. So there it is. It looks like this, right? So you can see the engine, you see the Wastegate, so the air comes out of the engine and is going straight to the turbo. But before going to the turbo, it will also push the Wastegate. So pushing this guy here, it goes to the turbo, but it's pushing here. Pushing in here, if it's over boosting, the boost will come out of this door, right? Which will prevent this guy here to overspin. So we are saying that it's 10 psi, it's gonna be 10 psi. So I have here the vacuum hose. As you see, is a normal hose. So this is the bottom one. We are going to push that in there, and we are going to cut enough to put in here, but we need to figure it out a way to put this hose and not let it touch the heat. So in here, this hole in here is not used, and I'm sure I can tap this guy. Is an M8 125. I got a little stud, so I can put in there, put a little nut, and here I can actually get those supports and those metal ones, or I can make something nice and get my vacuum hose to hang in there. So it can hang in there, hang somewhere in here too, maybe in here in the middle one. I look into the eclipse, and there's something there, so I'm gonna cut this right in here, and there you go. And you can see my vacuum hose like it's thin inside. See if you can the camera is gonna zoom, and it's very thick. The wall is very thick, and it's the hole is very small. So it's very tight. It's very hard to put in there, but it goes there. So yep, just keep shoving in there. I don't know a better word for it. And there you go. So then you have the vacuum hose. So this guy here is going to tell how much pressure is in the intake, and the spring on the bottom is going to tell how much pressure there is on the exhaust. So how much pressure this is running the turbo, and this one how much pressure is taking inside the engine. And this thing here knows what to do. So this is the next day. I end up going to Home Depot, and I got these screws I need. So they are M8 1.25, 35 millimeters long. That one was 25, so I have 10 millimeters more, which is not a lot, but it's 1 centimeter is all I need. And socket cap screw, Allen shed. Okay, the vacuum line is tied, so I'm not going to take it off. What we need to do is the valve seal, valve set, we put in there, then we put a gasket, then we put one of those, and we got the 2 screws and put them through. So see, even 35 millimeter, I just have a tiny bit. I need to put one of those split washers, and it's put in there. Okay, so remember, this is going to be pointing down. I guess I still need to figure it out, because this is going to leak air from here. What I might need to do is put another gasket here, or put some sort of a gasket maker. I'm going to put 2 gaskets, and there you go. I might need a slightly deeper screw. I don't know if this is deep enough. I might replace them later by a 40 millimeter, but you know, for now I guess this is going to do the trick. This is a very important part, because if this fails, I might overboost. Okay, so I put both sides. The valve seater, I guess that's how it's called, is pushing this up. So now slowly we need to tighten this and push back in. So look at that, we have our Wastegate, we have the valve set is in here, we have 1 gasket, we have this bottom part, and we have another gasket. The instructions were not saying to put another gasket here, but if I didn't put it, it would be metal on metal. And look at how much snow we had last night. It's more than 4 fingers. Crazy. This is my drift car. Can barely see where it is. And that's it. Little by little, we're getting there. So we installed the turbo. Now was the Wastegate. Next one will be the thermostat. So hit the like button, smash the subscribe, and give me a hand on there. And also check my blog, which I have all the videos I'm posting here in a blog format, which is www.carmodsgarage.com. Thank you. Later.
Look past my face. See status. I'm eating some McDonald's.